Christian Duff here from Angus Australia, out here at the entrance of Talimba feedlot. I'm here with my collaborators, Sam Clark from UNE, Tom Greenlease from New South Wales DPI, where we're about to commence the low methane beef program and recording methane emissions on cattle from the Angus side benchmarking program, or the Southern Multi-Breed program. That's about to commence very soon, and we're really excited to start this phenotyping for our industry program.
The Low Methane Beef Program is a 5-year collaborative project co-funded by Meat and Livestock Australia through the MLA Donor Company, the University of New England, the New South Wales Department of Primary Industries and Angus Australia.
So the goal for the project is to record close to 8,000 animals for methane outputs, and then having individual methane outputs on animals helps us to make sure that we're selecting animals for lower methane outputs per unit of beef that we're producing. The other is to underpin genomic selection technologies so that people can select more animals that are efficient in the entire production system.
New South Wales DPI's involvement in the project is an important one where we're measuring methane on all the animals in the Southern Multi-Breed project on pasture, so the heifers on pasture, and we're also taking rumen samples out of those heifers to analyse microbiome, and we're also taking rumen samples out of the steers that will be measured for methane in the feedlot. So the importance of that is to know, is methane produced on pasture the same as methane produced in a feedlot?
So the research will be undertaken in collaboration with all the partners. So from Angus Australia, we'll be measuring all of the ASBP steers that come through Talimba for methane outputs. We'll also be measuring the Southern Multi-Breed steers at Talimba for methane outputs, as well as the Southern Multi-Breed heifers on the New South Wales DPI farms.
Angus Australia's role in the low methane beef program is primarily based around our cattle in the Angus side benchmarking program. So the steers will be coming through here at Talimba and will be tested for their methane emissions, which will go into forming our Angus specific reference population, but also the overall beef industry reference population combined with the Southern Multi-Breed data.
So what we really hope is to measure a large number of animals to enable genetic selection for more efficient animals. The reason being is long-term management of methane and therefore carbon requires some genetic technologies, so changing the animals that we produce beef from. This will help us in the long term, whereas we'll have other shorter term tools like supplementation and managing nutrition and management. But from a genetics point of view, we have this long-term, permanent, cumulative tool that we can use to make changes to reduce methane in production systems.
Angus producers and beef producers right across the nation will benefit from the low methane beef program. Primarily, the end goal is to have a breeding value for methane emissions, so people will be able to select bulls that are good for production traits, and all ones, calving ease, growth, marbling, etc. But also have animals that are efficient for methane emissions to meet our industry expectations around carbon neutral 2030 and consumer demands. So that's all part of the research. We need to understand all that, but the end goal is to hope to have a breeding value to put in with our bull selections.
So the project will be undertaken for 5 years. We have 4 years of recording where we're recording from this year, so we have some equipment out recording animals as we speak, and then it'll run across 4 different groups of animals.
We see industry collaboration essential for large projects like this. With the likes of UNE, MLA, Angus Australia and New South Wales DPI, we're able to bring more experts together and more resources, more funds, and do bigger projects where we can collect more data more efficiently.
It's really important for Angus Australia to be involved in projects like low methane beef, not just for the society issue of climate change and being part of the solution, but also collaborating with our great industry partners such as MLA, the New South Wales Government, New South Wales Department of Primary Industries, and particularly UNE, who we do lots of collaboration with. So collaboration is important in Angus Australia. We've got a good team, but we don't have all the knowledge and we don't have all the people, so collaborations are very important.